Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some NBA with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, I really didn't do any research for this video, nor did I, go through any of the numbers. But I'm just gonna speak off what I know, and this video will be about Jeremy Lin and the importance of the Hornets keeping this guy on the team. Because the reason I'm making this video is because the other day I was on Reddit.com, and I was going through all the different team subreddits, and I realized that an overwhelming majority of team subreddits, Reddit communities, I saw people talking about getting Jeremy Lin. There was whole threads based on their team potentially getting Jeremy Lin, and that made me come to the harsh realization that it's going to be a lot harder than I think to keep this guy in Charlotte. He's going to want an increase in pay, which, by the way, he deserves very, very much. Personally speaking, I know a lot of Hornets fans will disagree with me, but his importance to this team is equivalent to Nicholas Batum. Let's not play ourselves here. What he brought to the Hornets this year is equivalent to what Nicholas Batum brought to the team this year. Just from the standpoint of being a guy that can spell Kemba Walker and get him out the game and still produce at high level at the point guard position. Then you can pair him with Kemba Walker and you have a very great combination when the Hornets decide to go small. To be honest, I don't think the Hornets are going to be able to pay this man what he's truly worth. But I think they will be to pay him in the neighborhood that he'll accept. I don't think Jeremy Lin's the type of guy that's selfish, nor do I think Jeremy Lin is the type of guy that cares about being in a big market, because he's been in big markets and he got mistreated in LA, or not LA, but he got mistreated in New York and in Houston. So I think for him, he just wants to be in a situation that's good for him, and really the Hornets are the first team to really give him a fair shake. So I don't see how we will get him back. But what I'm saying is I'm growing increasingly scared of if we're going to be able to keep this guy, because if a team like, let's say, the Dallas Mavericks comes into the fold with the new NBA structure and the way things are settled, Dallas is in a bad situation. It's a good city with a really good coach and still a good player, a very good player in Dirk Nowitzki. Maybe Lin would entertain that and go into a place like Dallas if they're able to throw money at him, which they will be, because the Mavericks are going to be one of those teams, like I've said in other videos, that will be able to go over the luxury tax. Teams that have more money and owners that are willing to go over the luxury tax will prosper in this NBA, and Mark Cuban is definitely one of those guys. But there's not just that. I've seen every team and their mom, trying to go over Jeremy Lin. So I can't overstate this enough. This video is for me to say that it is imperative that the Hornets, under in all circumstances, sign Jeremy Lin, because you look at the playoffs this year, right? Kemba Walker, there were many games. I would say the series went 6-7 games. I would say there was anywhere from probably 2 to 3 games where Kemba Walker was just not shooting the ball very well. And there was many times where Jeremy Lin was the best player on the Hornets, and he won us a couple games with his penetration and his playmaking ability in the playoffs, and that is not something that we should overlook. I'm not trying to be an ass. It's not something that is a secret here on this channel. I am not a huge fan of Nicholas Batum. Respect him. I know what he's bringing to the Hornets. I understand his value, but I am not a huge fan of him. He's lackadaisical with the ball. He's injury prone, and we're going to pay him a lot of money. So those three things right there make me not a huge fan of Batum. And it can't be overstated enough by me that Nicholas Batum only was on the court for one of our 3 playoff wins. Meanwhile, Jeremy Lin was not just on the court for our huge playoff wins, but was a central part of why we were able to be successful against the Heat. Why we lost Game 6, actually. Even in our losses, still instrumental part. I think even in our losses, he was a bigger factor than Batum, if you guys, to be quite honest. I think he's very important. And to me, one of the best backup point guards in the NBA, and you're not going to get a lot better than him. So I know a lot of Hornet fans will disagree with me on this. Priority number 1 this offseason is not re-signing Nicholas Batum. I'm sorry. Priority number 1 should be re-signing Jeremy Lin, because our best player is Kemba Walker, whether you like it or not. And Jeremy Lin like Batum in many ways, makes Kemba's life easier, but makes Kemba's life easier not from just a on-court standpoint, but just an off-court standpoint. Kemba Walker isn't on the floor playing as many minutes when Jeremy Lin is out there, so with Jalen Lin on the team, and the Hornets are still able to compete, and it makes the bench a lot better. So I don't know. I put Lin signing with the Hornets at an equal value to signing Batum. I think he's that important. I don't think you can really overstate his importance, but I'm just going very scared. The fact we might not sign him. A lot of teams I know are interested. I've heard Dallas is interested. I've heard a couple teams, the Knicks might make a play at him, even Houston. But I don't see the likelihood of him signing back to teams that did him wrong in the first place. So just want to get that out there. I think we'll resign him for sure. I don't see why we wouldn't. If we don't, I'm saying right now, if we don't resign Jeremy Lin, I'm coming back here and I'm making a very, very. I'm going to go on a rant. There might be a couple profanity laced words in those videos, but let me know, man. What do you guys think? Will Jeremy Lin resign with the Hornets? I think it's a no-brainer that he should resign. He's finally found a home in the NBA. It finally seems like he's found somewhere where he belongs, where he fits in, where he will excel, and the team will embrace him and give him a fair opportunity. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.